君にベイビーシートベリーや本当の気持ちだけ分け合えたらいいのにな願いを叶えてよ
Everyone, it's Kara. This is Kara's anime update. We're not really sure what episode it is because I kind of missed last week because I did nothing to do with anime last week. I had work and more work and running errands for school, and that was about it. Unfortunately. But, well, I did do a little bit of anime related things, but that was buying stuff online, and I'm still waiting for the rest of it to come in before I show you guys. But this week I actually did some anime related things, meaning I snuck out of my house on my way to work and places, and went to Barnes & Noble, bleh, and they had sales. So, yeah, Barnes & Noble was having a sale this week because they're having their get pop cultured events going on, and because of that, they have a sale on Viz Manga where it's buy two get the third free. Unfortunately, I was nowhere near Barnes & Noble on Sunday when they had buy one get one James Patterson, in which case I probably would have gotten Maximum Ride because it's a really good series. But that being said, I ended up getting some manga. The other day I got Taigami Bachi #2, which I hadn't read this in a while, and I read the first book when I was in Japan, and one of my classmates, well, she was in a different class, but one of my friends there, her class was able to go on their trip to Hawaii for their school trip, and she got the first volume since that was when it was first published in English, and she brought it over, and I read it through that way, and then I read the rest of them the chapters online. I got home, I was able to acquire the first volume. I haven't been able to get any since, but now I have #2. So I'm going to start working on that series. I also got 4 and 5 of Siren. I don't think a lot of people know what Siren is. Basically, it is a series in this where people are able to go into this other world called Siren, and in it there's these giant monsters and they battle them. They go through the world through phone cards and calls that they receive on these specific phone cards. As the series is progressing, we're finding out that by going to Siren, you begin to acquire psi powers or other like telekinesis or being able to do things with your brain, and that's pretty cool. And we've also found out that this completely destroyed world that they've been battling in is actually Japan of 2018. So according to this, around 2009, the world's about to end. We're in 2014, so haha! I am just gonna hold that over my head and be like, no, we are not gonna become a post-apocalyptic wasteland within 4 years. I hope. I also got 1 and 2 of Magi. Now, I have seen the show. I love the show. I'm somewhere within the 2nd season, buried in it, because I got distracted by school and finals. But I finally got the first 2 volumes, because, haha! Sales. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how the manga and the anime differ, because let's face it, they're going to differ. I also got Seraph of the End Vampire Reign. Now, I hadn't heard of this until I saw it in Anime Stuff, I think that's the magazine. Anyway, they have a magazine that comes out about twice a year, 3 times a year or so, advertising what they have, and I saw an ad for this under Viz, and I thought it looked really good. And I haven't been able to get the cover on my head, so I went to Barnes & Noble, and hey, they had it. I also was lucky enough to get color. Haha, I got a color foldout, which makes me feel special. I haven't been able to get to this one to read yet. I'm still in the middle of manga, since I'm always in the middle of manga apparently. But yeah, because I have a lot of work and that makes it hard. But today I also snuck out and purchased some things for myself as well. I got the first 3 volumes of Bakuman today. Now, I have read this series. I have read it completely. I finished it when it was originally finished in Japan, and the serial and the translated came over. I've seen the entire anime. I had the entire anime on my computer for a good while until I decided to delete it for whatever stupid reason. But yeah, I love the artists. I love their style. I love how in this it's really interesting that reading it, you can see the artists going through the story arc of the 2 guys and how they hit each point that the artists themselves did, whereas they have their first where it's an unconventional story, and you can see that correlating with their other things. Like the first one they have is about a phantom detective, which I figured probably correlates to Raul Grad, or about that, where it's a fantasy and it's just something completely out of the ordinary compared to other ones. And then their first big hit is about these kids that make a club at their school for making fake for real crimes, and I figured that correlates to Hikaru no Go, which was the first series that started to get their names really well known, and it's about kids except they're playing Go. And then the series that makes them absolutely giant is the one where they have an anti-hero as the main character, and it's a unconventional in that the hero is the villain, and obviously this is Death Note in that the villain, Light, is actually the main character or hero of the story, and you want to root for Light because he's getting rid of the bad guys, but at the same time a lot of people don't like it because he's killing the people, and that's considered wrong. I don't know, I like Light. I am all Light all the way. But yeah, that's been this week. I haven't been able to watch too much actual anime since I've had no time, and I get home and I eat. I'm eating a burrito. I was eating it, trying to make sure this was working, but I eat, and then I sleep. This is all. Even on my day off, I was running around trying to do stuff, and that was very annoying to me. But I'm about to put this up as soon as I'm done. Other than that, this has been Kara's Anime Update. I hope to see you guys again next week. And after that, I'm going to be in school, so look forward to new scenery for the next few months. But yeah, this has been Kara's Anime Update, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye!